Do you have written down a very clear vision for your life by the end of this year? We need to understand, what we need to do in a shorter period of time that is doable. If your why is not bigger than your fears and doubts and worries and uncertainties, you won't take action. That's just neuroscience 101, because we do more to avoid pain or discomfort than we do to gain pleasure. No matter where I go around the world, everybody wants to make more money. Most people want to make more money, right? So do you have a strategy? Do you know exactly how you are going to achieve your financial goals, financial success in 2024? I'm going to give you a few of the things that you must have, the neuromechanics, as I like to call it, in order to achieve your goals in 2024 a little bit easier and hopefully a lot faster. So let me know with a yes or no. Do you want to achieve financial success in 2024? Now, I know that money's not the be all and end all, but we all need money for, survival. We need money for, rent or mortgage or car or gas or food. And so most people don't have the strategy. And I like to always consider, two different types of strategies. There's the mindset strategies, right? Of how to get your mindset right. But then there's the skill set. And when you combine mindset and skill set, that really makes a big difference. Would you agree? Do you have both the mindset and the skill set to achieve your financial goals this year? I wrote down some notes of things that I want to cover. One of my students in one of our coaching programs recently paid off $100,000 in debt in 1 year and started her own business. She's an animal chiropractor and got it to a six-figure-a-year business in less than a year. And when I asked her, her name's Alicia, when I asked her, what do you think the winning combination was for you? She said, well, I followed your process and then it became easier. Hi there, Tony. Nice to see you on here. And so here's the question for you. Do you have a strategy to upgrade your mindset and to implement the right skills? Do you have a strategy? Most people don't have a strategy. They're winging it. So I'm going to give you a couple things that I want you to focus on, and I'm going to give you an invitation to an event I'm doing tomorrow on a financial freedom masterclass that is free. It'll be about a 2-hour training tomorrow, but I'll give you that information afterwards. Number one, I want you to understand that functionally every brain works the same. You may have heard me say that in the past. So your brain, my brain, Hitler's brain, Einstein's brain, functionally every brain works the same. And so here is my question for you. Do you have written down a very clear vision for your life by the end of this year? Do you have a clear vision? Why? Why do you have to start with a clear vision? Because when our brain does not have a clear vision of the outcome, it's in chaos and uncertainty. And a brain that's in chaos and uncertainty, does not feel motivated to take action. So here's rule number one for you. I want you to write down a vision for your life for the end of this year. And here's how you can start it. Start it this way. I'm so happy and grateful for the fact that, and then write out a whole bunch of things that you want to achieve, but write them out as if it's a fact. I am now earning X amount of revenue. I have now paid off X amount of revenue. I am now doing this. I am now having that. I'm now experiencing. Use the words I am now. Why? Because when you create a vision and you write a new story in the affirmative, as if it's happening now, and you impress it into your subconscious mind does not know the difference between something real or imagined. So if it believes something is real through impressing it through spaced repetition, then other parts of your brain go to work on exactly what the behavior is that you need to take in order to achieve that goal. So number one, You're going to create a vision for your life. You're going to write it out in a story format. You're going to start off with, I am so happy and grateful for the fact that, and then you write out what those facts are. Does that make sense? Let me know with a love, a like, a thumbs up or something. Number 2, once you have that vision for a year from now, all right, I want you to start setting some goals. So here we are today, right, January 2024. I want you to write out where you're going to be 9 months from today. What goals will you have achieved 9 months from today? Write down the goals for 9 months from today. Hey, F-Man. Then I want you to write out the goals for 6 months from today. Then I want you to write out the goals 3 months from today. Then I want you to write out the goals for 1 month from today. Why do we do that? Well, it's called chunking. And sometimes we can't see the path towards a year from now. But if we just figure out what we want to achieve a year from now, 9 months from now, 6 months from now, 3 months from now, 1 month from now, we can get on the path towards the goal. Now, why is that important? Well, because our brain not only needs the vision I talked about before, not only does it need the goals as a benchmark for progress, but we need to understand, what we need to do in a shorter period of time that is doable. If we don't believe it's doable, then we move into a state of doubt, fear, anxiety, stress, worry, and that activates the sympathetic nervous system, which is the fight, flight, or freeze part of our brain, which we don't want to activate. So vision, goals, 1 year, 9 months, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month. And then we ask ourselves this question: why must you achieve your financial goals this year? Why must you? Can you give me one reason why you must achieve your goals this year? And I don't want you to write down why you want to. We don't achieve or do what is needed to do because we want to. We achieve goals that we must. The reason we want to have a big why we must achieve it, is because we have obstacles. We have mental obstacles, emotional obstacles, physical obstacles in the marketplace. And if your why is not bigger than your fears and doubts and worries and uncertainties, you won't take action. That's just neuroscience 101, because we do more to avoid pain or discomfort than we do to gain pleasure. And so if you perceive taking action as painful, you won't do it. So why must you achieve your goals this year? So now we have vision, we have goals, we have why. Now here is one, I'm going to give you 3 more pieces. And again, we're talking about the way to get your brain to help you achieve your goals, okay? Very few people take the time to come up with this 3rd thing or the 4th thing. Is how are you going to achieve your goals in the next 30 days? Just the 30-day goals. You don't need to know how to achieve your goals for a year from now. You just need to put together a path for 30 days. Here's what I'm going to do this week, next week, the week after, the week after. Why do we want to create a plan in writing of how we're going to achieve our goals? Because if you don't, then your brain, okay, is not feeling safe and secure. And if you don't have the how, then guess what your brain does? It moves into a state of chaos and it moves into a state of self-doubt. When we're in a state of self-doubt, we have some underlying fear. And the fear is that you'll fail. The fear is that you'll be embarrassed, ashamed, ridiculed, or judged. So create a simple, small plan. Here's my goal for 30 days. Here's the behavior, the actions I'm going to take on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So now your brain sees a path. When our brain sees that there is a path, it is calm, and then it activates the Einstein part of your brain. The Einstein part of your brain, for those of you who want to understand a little bit more, is the left prefrontal cortex. And when that left prefrontal cortex is active, then guess what it does? It comes up with ways to achieve your goal. It starts to pay attention to what's happening in your environment to see and look for things that will help you achieve the goal. But when the Einstein brain is not active, then Frankenstein's monster is active. And Frankenstein's monster, when it doesn't know how it's going to achieve the goal, it says, well, what if I fail? What if I'm embarrassed, shamed, ridiculed, judged, right? So when we're dealing with achieving goals, we want to make sure that we understand that our brain operates in sequential order of safety and survival first, avoidance of pain or discomfort second, conservation of energy third, before it focuses on gain or pleasure. So we're going to create the vision, right? You're going to create your vision. You're going to set some goals for 12 months, 9 months, 6 months, 1 month. You're going to create a plan for how you're going to achieve the 1 month goals, your financial goals. And then you're going to put some timelines around it. Timelines. When will I get action item number 1 done? When will I get number 2 done? When will I get number 3 done? Why? Our brain likes time-bound parameters. We can't leave it open-ended. I'll get it done sometime. No, we want to get it done in a specific amount of time. We want to create a little bit of neural tension by giving ourselves a timeline. Does this make sense? I'm giving you the neuroscience of achieving your financial goals. Hey, this is John, and if you liked that video, watch the next video because it is packed with things that you can do right now to achieve success way faster than ever before.